Hola, ¿cómo están? Feligreses, amantes del alcohol. Yo soy Jaciel, mejor conocido como Manteconchas.
Yo soy Patti.
Yo soy Fernanda, mucho gusto.
Yo soy Conrad.
Pues les damos la bienvenida a nuestro primer episodio de podcast. Entonces vamos a empezar haciendo la Santa Cubita, ¿no?
Primeramente tienen que llenar de hielo su vaso. Toma uno y pasa. Y vamos a agregar, es un vaso de medio litro, entonces con 1 onza de alcohol basta, pero le pueden agregar
ponerle
lo que
2.
quieran. De vodka tamarindo.
This podcast is for English and Spanish people, so I'm gonna be the translator.
Perrezón.
Bueno,
Yeah,
Conrad
kind of.
nos está visitando de Nueva York.
De la casa de Pet. Hello to all viewers from New York. We love you.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Okay. Luego,
sigue licor de mango.
licor de mango.
Mango liqueur,
1 onza.
his
o,
favorite.
En el caso de Conrad, 2 onzas, como quiera. Cabe mencionar que este podcast es patrocinado por.
You want to put the one? Oh no, it's like for me this is 1 ounce, and for you the big one
Santa
is 1
Cubita.
ounce.
¿Cómo de que no?
So this is the half of the
Sonrían.
ounce.
Estamos en el patrocinio. Gracias.
Y por su podcast creativo. No, no es cierto.
Y patrocinado por Mansión Selfie, que nos prestó sus instalaciones.
Gracias, Mansión Selfie.
Que vean qué belleza de fondo tenemos. O sea, la verdad es que quien lo hizo es que son unos genios.
Ahora vamos a agregar sirope de mango.
Sirope.
Yo recomiendo media onza, pero si les gusta muy dulce, pónganle 1. Y por último, vamos a agregar refresco
De limón.
de limón.
De limón.
Al gusto. Para cortar, dicen los expertos.
¿Cuál es tu trago
your
favorito?
turn.
De Santa Cubita.
Ninguno. No tomo.
Siguiente pregunta.
What is your favorite drink
From Santa
from
Cubita.
Santa Cubita?
Grapefruit. ¿That's a grapefruit en español?
Toronja.
Toronja.
Tequila. sí.
Tequila. Sí.
Tequila. sí.
¿Cuál es
My favorite is el de naranja, no, manzana verde.
¿Pero con qué?
No sé qué lleva.
Vodka, manzana verde.
Vodka manzana verde.
Y para decorar vamos a poner unas brochetas de gomitas de su elección.
O sea, muestra qué bonito queda. Separación, todo maravilloso. Y pues, salucita.
Salud.
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 Denle un buen trago para que se afloje la lengua.
Salud, viva.
Ah.
What are you doing here in Mexico, Conrad? How did you get to Mexico?
On a plane, but before I bought my ticket, I think it was June 2001, and in New York, the lockdown, the pandemic was starting to finish a bit. But New York had still a lot of restrictions, some restaurants weren't completely open, things like that. Bars were not open. So most of the time people were still at home, and I was at home for a long time, and I worked at home. So for 6-7 months, that was like my only place. I barely went outside, and I feel like it was not great for my mental health. So I think finally it came where I wanted to just not only go outside, but go somewhere completely different. So I was thinking of possibly going to Dominican Republic, Colombia, or Mexico, just for 3 months, just to, experience something different people, different food, different weather. So after some time, I just randomly picked Mexico. And then I really randomly picked Mérida because I had not heard of Mérida at all before. I was thinking of Oaxaca, Mexico City, and I think while I was doing some research, though, I saw the word Mérida on the screen, and I'm like, oh, let me look at this place. And I was looking at the buildings, and it was mostly the buildings in Centro and the pictures I was looking at, and I was like, this seems cool. You know what? I'm going there. And I didn't know anything about Mérida. I didn't know, oh, is it safe? Is it not safe? I'm going. And I ended up coming here, and from the first moments I was here, I was like, I love this place so much. And
eso es algo muy cagado porque, o sea, como que la primera ciudad que yo creo que los extranjeros piensan en visitar, no sé si está Mérida, o sea, yo creo que ha de ser como, right? The first bueno, city, like the first city is like getting in your mind when you think about Mexico.
Yeah, most people in the United States, I would say Cancun, then I would say Tulum, and then Mexico City. Yeah, that's what I would say. But number one is definitely Cancun.
And the second question is, what's your favorite food in Mérida?
Nothing. Next question.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Cienfuegos.
I do love Cienfuegos. Yeah, I do.
Meridian food.
Right. Oh, you mean specific Yucatan?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You need to choose. That's a hard question.
It is a hard question to me. I don't know if I would say that I'm a picky eater. Would you say I'm a picky eater? I don't know if I'm picky, but
yes,
it's hard for me to find something that I really like. But in like the traditional Yucatan food, I would say probably my favorite is cochinita. Yeah, of like
you go for the easy choice. You know it. You know it, my friend. But
you try to be safe.
I take it.
That's my favorite. Other than that, if I'm being completely honest, to be completely honest, I'm ready to read the comments. Yeah, it's been hard for me to find like food that I really love, but more generally in like Mexican food in general, like for example, chilaquiles is more general, like it's not specific to, like I like that. My favorite taco is taco árabe.
Taco árabe. That's not a Mexican taco.
What else?
It's in the name.
Birria.
Yeah. Oh, birria, see, birria. Oh, 100%. I had the best birria. I had really good birria here in Mérida, and when we went to Mexico City,
Los mandamos a una de las ciudades más, bueno, de las colonias más peligrosas de la Ciudad de México, que es la colonia Guerrero, para que quien la conozca, ahí literal sales y hay un cadáver ahí, ¿no? O sea, saludos a los amigos de la Guerrero.
Un cadáver y al lado está la mejor birria.
Y al lado está la mejor birria del mundo. Bueno, que también no nos vayan a cancelar los amigos de Guadalajara, porque seguramente la mejor birria está en Guadalajara. Pero
oiga, the birria is from Guadalajara.
It's from Guadalajara. It's not from Mérida.
That's what they say. I don't know. I never been.
We didn't do the research.
Entonces, bueno, de las que hemos probado, la de Ciudad de México, la de la Guerrero, es excelente.
Muy buena, excelente.
Vaya.
What did you like the least about Mexico? Because we made question about it's so beautiful, yeah, that all positive, but
But about Mexico or about Mérida?
Mexico.
Okay.
En general.
So the point of this podcast is to get me canceled. What do I like least about?
No, because Conrad is already Mexican. Because he's Mexican. Ya pasaste varios test.
Okay. Vamos a hacer un paréntesis para que sepan que es su primera vez en México. Él lleva ya viniendo 1 year,
A little bit more.
like 1 year and a half.
Almost.
So
Okay.
he's Mexican.
I mean, specifically about Mérida, my least favorite thing, 100% is the heat. 100%, like the temperature. Yeah. Oh, I don't think this is all of Mexico because I doubt this is Mexico City. I think this is also something that's more specific to Mérida. If I want to order something on like Uber Eats or something at like 2 o'clock in the morning, or if I want to eat something in general, like really late, it's so hard to
Not
find.
good. Yeah, we
Compared
try.
to,
Only if you are looking for drugs.
I'm sure that's easy. Yeah, because in New York, anytime, like you can find, what you want. Maybe not exactly what you want, but you can find something. What else?
Pero eso también apoyo ese punto porque es que luego tienes hambre a altas horas de la madrugada y pues no encuentras como mucho.
Pero en dónde, en México en general.
No, en Mérida.
Ah, en Mérida, sí.
La inseguridad. ¿No?
Like that.
Well, in
Yeah,
New York, it's
definitely not Mérida. Like that's not a concern in Mérida, and it's never something that I'm concerned about. I don't know if it's because I'm a guy or something. That's never the first thing in my head. Is like my safety. Maybe it should be, but even like being in New York, New York has some like not great places, and I would not be from there, and I would just go anyway. Like I would date girls from like places where like you go to like the building and there's if I dated people before,
what?
Momento
we're gonna take a commercial
Yo no soy la
break.
primera. ¿A qué te refieres?
I know you think you're the first one.
What kind of girls?
Yeah, and like I would like have to like pass by like 30 of the not so what some people would say is like scary people, for example, and it never bothered me, and it never nothing bad ever happened. Anytime something bad happened, it got fixed. So yeah, my safety is not really something that safety is not something like is the first on my list, but specifically in Merida, I actually realized when I came here that in New York I'm always on alert, and I didn't realize that because here, because it is actually safer, there's this sense of like relaxation that I never had before, and it actually made me realize like, oh, even when I'm in New York, yeah, for me, I'm saying I'm not too concerned about safety and stuff like that, but that's because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to always being alert and like making sure like, okay, why is this person so close to me?
Because she's your girlfriend.
Who are you? Please go.
And they follow you all the time.
You do. You literally.
Yes, I follow you.
But I love it. It's okay.
But
Sorry.
do you think that giving me that, do you feel like you are kind of relaxed?
Yes.
Like you.
Yeah, that made it made me realize that just the way that I always was is not necessarily who I am. It's because of where I was. And that
Absolutely.
a lot of like your personality that you think like, oh, that's how I am, is not just you. It's because of your environment. And yeah, I got this like really sense of, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love media so much is because when I came here, I felt a way that I never felt before.
But even when you were in Mexico City, you feel like
In Mexico City, I felt more like I feel like in New York. But I like it because although it's like a little bit higher anxiety, it's my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like that's how I normally am. That's how I feel comfortable. So even when we went to Turkey and I had that same feeling, it's kind of like I like that adrenaline of like so many people, so many things
So many
happening.
because we are mad.
Yeah, no, Mexico City, I did not feel as relaxed, but I liked the vibe of Mexico City. Mexico City really, really reminded me of New York a lot.
Es algo como que nos pasa a nosotros, que cuando llegas aquí, sí traes como un delirio de persecución, así de que hoy me están siguiendo, que no traer como que el celular en la mano y como que lo estás ahí escondiendo y así. Y cuando estás aquí es como que, puedes andar con tu celular así por la calle, dejar tu cajuela abierta, la puerta de tu casa abierta y
Son más, o sea, sí hay como robos, pero como de oportunidad, ¿no? O sea,
Ajá.
si dejas mal acomodado un poco, pues se lo van a llevar.
bueno,
pero
si también sientas como
creo
muy
que
en
eso
la
es
pelea.
lógica de cualquier lado, pero tampoco es como que te vayan siguiendo para para asaltarte, ¿no? Pero bueno, sin entrar a
Cabe
temas
recalcar que no es
políticos.
un anuncio para que se vengan a vivir a Mérida.
No,
Vi la bebé.
no vengan.
No vengan.
Ya no vengan.
Ya somos muchos.
muchos.
Ya hay tráfico, gracias.
Ya hay mucho tráfico, sinceramente, pero
Bro, maybe you can tell us the difference between banda, norteño, and mariachi. Because we don't know.
For some reason, I saw the switch question coming. I don't know how I knew, but okay, I don't know about mariachi, but I can say the difference between ranchero and bandera. A wise man told me one time. I might get this wrong, but is that banda has less of like the trumpets and things like that, on like the horn instrument, and I think that's it.
and there is a lot of
Oh, and there's a lot more group members of the band in ranchero
No,
banda.
manda.
Banda de
banda.
ranchero. And I was going to say that mariachi, they wear like the traditional suits and the hats, but they also do for banda. No?
No,
No.
banda.
Like
use-
banda.
It's more exotic, like.
But
like
everybody use the
shiny,
same outfit.
like
Oh, the same
glitter
outfit, but not
outfit.
necessarily that kind of
tradition.
Okay. So yeah, that's another difference.
Very good, my friend. Very good.
That's good.
That guy teaches something.
Por eso
Es que les
Very
decimos
wise man.
que ¿ya te la tomaste?
está muy buena.
¿Te servimos otra vez?
Eres sopa de letrito, no va a patrocinar.
¿Tienes otritas? O sea, bueno, nada más para que vean la calidad.
La calidad en menos de segundos
Ya se la
Ya
acabó.
se la acabó.
es hidratante.
Tenía que durar todo el programa.
Sí.
Llevamos 2 minutos
O
grabando.
sea, es por eso que les decimos que pues ya Conrad
Te
es
la preparo.
mexicano, porque se le ha entrenado,
You've been training all this
se le ha
time.
capacitado
It's like training for the
Buena.
Olympics.
Yeah.
de la misma forma que Fer posteriormente será capacitada para ver
If I can be New Yorker,
if she
Newyorkino,
can be
New Yorker.
New York,
A New Yorker? Like, is it
a
possible?
New Yorker.
Is it possible? It's possible, but yeah, you have to train.
Ajá.
It's not
She
easy.
has to be trained,
Mhm.
she has to be evaluated,
Yes.
so,
But we did some of the evaluation so far.
okay.
We're still waiting for the results, but
And so far,
so far so good.
it's like 50% percent New Yorker.
50.
And
That's a lot.
30,
Maybe 20.
20,
25.
25. ¿Y
25.
cuánto porcentaje le das a Conrad de mexicano?
¿Cómo que cuánto porcentaje? No, yo ya le canto
No,
Conrad,
sí,
hermano, ya eres mexicano.
we sing to you.
De
Conrad,
Conrad, hermano, ya eres mexicano.
Let's
And I'm 25%.
be honest. Let's be honest.
Le voy a dar un...
Yo nada más por el hecho de que tiene que saber que come chile,
sí.
o sea, come picante de una manera,
I really
Para el
like
siguiente episodio, Conrad va a sentar
o
a
sea,
comer
extraordinaria.
spicy. Oh, that's
Sí.
I'm down for that.
Pero solo él.
De verdad, nadie soporta tanto el picante más que él. O sea, de que los chiles habaneros y todo. Nosotros tres estamos llorando, sudando, así con fuego, y él está así como,
Yo ya
That's
me
one thing-
enchilé con esta madre que trae tamarindo. ¿no?
That's one thing I'm disappointed when I came to Mexico. Like you guys, I eat more spicy food than you.
o sea,
That's the main
humillación.
thing I'm disappointed. That makes me sad at night. Every
Sí.
time I think
No
about it.
representamos bien nuestro
No
país.
cumplimos esas
yo lo he dicho
expectativas.
muchas veces.
México.
Yo sería un mal representante de México. Yo no puedo
O sea,
representar.
Eso no fue muy mexicano de nuestra parte, la verdad.
Nada mexicano.
Nada mexicano, pero pues por eso les decimos que ya Conrad, por eso ya es mexicano. Sabe las diferencias de
70%.
Okay, I'll take it. That's
No
good.
sé.
¿qué crees que le falta saber para que sea más?
Va a decir Fer, casarse conmigo.
No es que le falta a él, es que me falta a mí.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bueno, Cambiemos de tema.
Lo que sea.
Do you know medio metro?
No. What, 20%?
¿No conoces al Padre Nuestro medio metro? ¿Qué? ¿Ves? Al parecer Fernanda es 30% mexicana.
Estoy 40% argentina. ¿vale?
Es pariente de Ángel Aguilar. Aquí vamos a probar tu nivel de inglés porque vas a tener que traducirle. Algo muy chilango.
¿Ready?
Habita en el puro cabeceo el cuervo. Mira, cuervo, puro cabeceo, puro cabeceo.
Tradúcelo.
Only the head. The head, the penguin.
And the people call him medio metro because he's a small person.
Small person.
But
And
with
that
a big
kind
heart.
of party,
We love you, medio metro.
medio metro.
The next
What do you
question.
think about that our candy are spicy?
Oh, no. Not good. I'm not a fan.
Ricolino, ¿estás escuchando?
I feel like spicy should be spicy. Sweet should be sweet. I don't think it should be together. In general, I don't like candy too much. But then you have the, what is it called?
Chamoy.
The chamoy,
I'm not
do
a
you
fan.
like the chamoy?
I don't like chamoy on my cup
No.
because it gets everywhere. I feel like it gets everywhere on me. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of chamoy. Yeah, the spicy candy. No, I don't like it.
No. Do you like the pulparitos, miguelitos? No.
Miguelito. No. Oh no, Miguelito. No. Not a fan.
You like the michelada?
Yeah. Oh, michelada.
Ya
Yeah.
probó las micheladas del pasar de los más verdes. How was the michelada?
It was really good. It was really good.
Even with the chamoy?
I told them not to. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Without the chamoy, it's perfect.
Without.
It
No,
tastes
but
fine.
That is
but I feel like
not a
That is not a
michelada.
michelada.
Well, whatever I did have, it was good. If I get that, you usually have my chamoy.
Llena de chamoy.
Así te voy a dejar porque siempre estás tomando michelada.
Sí, pero con tu vasito aquí más ¿por qué? ¿Por qué dices eso?
O el de así que me sacan en la frente. O sea, cómo se conocieron y así. O sea, cómo llegamos aquí.
¿Cómo
How we are
llegaste?
here in this. Nos conocimos en. We are not sure if it was in Tinder or Bumble. But nos conocimos en Tinder o Bumble. Y we have a first date, and after that,
After like 1 week.
after 1 week.
After
Oh yes, we only talked for 1 week. We have a date in Salón Gallos. And after that, we never stopped to talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was
3 months later,
Yeah.
he asked me the question. Oh, that is other thing, porque en Estados Unidos no hacen la pregunta.
Lamento informarte que en México tampoco la hacemos.
Sí.
O sea, antes,
I say that in Mexico they don't ask the question.
Pero es que es importante
Yes.
porque luego uno no sabe pues, en qué está, ¿no? O sea,
Cabe recalcar que esa fue la explicación que yo le dije a ella, no ella a mí. Yo sí quería y le dije, yo te voy a pedir que seas mi novia porque si no me voy a confundir.
sí, pues luego uno
My
se
sister
confunde.
didn't want to.
No, my wife told me, we are only have fun and then we are married, so you don't believe it.
Una disculpita. Pero bueno, es que pues eso es de cada quien.
O sea, ¿y
porque-
cómo abrazaste esa cultura? ¿Qué le dijiste para convencerlo de que te preguntara?
Actually,
Eso está muy cagado,
in
la
the
verdad.
beginning, he was not a relationship. He told me like, I asked like, what happened with us, and he said like, oh no, I'm gonna come back to New York. Like, I'm not in the mood for a relationship. So I cried. No.
sure you did.
So
I cried in my house.
I threatened
Thread? Who thread?
she to you.
No, it's like a joke.
It's like,
Oh.
So I threw him. So
Like,
you
really? I
asked
don't
me the
remember that
question. You're never going to New
So
York.
I take out a knife from my bag.
And I'm like,
And here we are today. We're in a party.
I continue with the knife.
No, y luego.
But yeah, so
And I don't know what changed, but after 3 months, no, o sea, yo le empecé a contar como que era la tradición, o sea, que aquí, I say to Conrad, like, what is the tradition here, like, you need to ask, and I told you even, like, es que hablas para arriba. That I told you, like, in some schools, like, a friend say to the other friends, like, oh, can you take this announcement with the question?
Bueno, esos eran ya como los muy cursis, o sea, the guys that were like so romantic and make like
No dejen que no merecen menos que la pregunta. No dejen que muera el romanticismo.
bueno, sí, o sea,
For the context, I'm a romantic person. Like,
So you are not a romantic person.
what do you think?
I think that he
He learned to.
He was trained.
he have his own romantic language.
Eso es importante. La salvó.
La bajó de pecho. Vio como Zidane.
La bajó. O sea, sí, todos tenemos diferentes lenguajes del amor. A mí me gusta mucho darle de comer a la gente o de tomar cuando los quiero mucho. Entonces, por ahí los hago muchísimo.
Something that I like is to give food and drink to the people that I love a lot. And everybody here like,
that's my love language.
we noticed.
Yo tenía cuadritos.
I think you're similar with the food.
Es like en nuestra familia, la comida es algo.
Es el lenguaje del
Es
amor,
amor.
es válido. Es como, hay algunas familias que su lenguaje del amor es a lo mejor dar regalos. O hay familias que sí son como muy de contacto físico. Nosotros no somos de contacto físico, no nos gusta estar como tan cerca. De hecho, estamos ahorita muy cerca.
Están muy incómodos. Se
Estamos
puede
muy
notar la
incómodas.
presión por cómo
La
están
tensión.
tomando de rápido.
Ajá. Pero por ejemplo,
We're not used to
because
be so
we're
close.
so slow, we're like, we're not used to have the physical,
Like, yeah.
Physical
like
affection.
touching, like physical affection.
But I think that it's solo es entre nosotras.
Porque con él siempre estoy así.
Because I told correct.
Yo también siempre estoy abrazando con Rafa. But now-
you too.
Now I need to know cómo reaccionó a la petición de cómo entendió el hecho de que ok, le tengo que
Oh
dar
yes, what was in your mind when I tell you like, oh no, to be boyfriend and girlfriend, like you need to ask in that way, in a romantic.
Oh, like how did I feel about when you told me that? It made sense.
It's like it's a Mexican thing, so
It made like I feel like even like back home, like some people do like that to be clear. So I understand like to be clear and there's no confusion about where we are, stuff like that. So it made sense to me. But it made me take more seriously, like, do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to be with this person? While, other times I think when the thing is just like, oh, we went on some dates, I don't know what we are. It just causes confusion and it just never ends good. Well, a lot of the times it doesn't end good. But I think when you're more, it's like intentional. And another thing is that I think in general in my life I was trying to be more direct and intentional about the things I want. Like, okay, what do I want? Not just like, living like how no, I want this, I want that, or I don't want this, I don't want that. So I think it went well with the direction I was trying to take my life of like, okay, do you want a relationship or do you not want a relationship? Like,
and just
no,
be
like,
clear with the other person.
be clear with yourself.
First
and,
of all.
right,
First of all.
and then be clear with the other person. So now that I think about it, I never thought about it like this, but I think because we were so clear in the beginning, like when we first spoke and you brought up the question, I was like, no, I don't want to be in a relationship. I was clear with you.
Yeah.
And
Was really painful.
but then we continued.
Please
to talk.
don't say it like that.
Say that with the camera in front of me.
Trauma.
But we continued to talk, and then when everything changed, and at that point it was clear, like, okay, then I didn't want to, but now I'm ready. Let's do it. So I think it was a
But
good.
now with the
starting-
knife
Right.
there.
So yes, I think it put a good foundation for the relationship we have now. Of being, having good communication and being clear on things.
¿Y cómo es tener una relación a distancia que no solamente es la distancia, sino diferentes idiomas? O sea, ¿cómo
Ah,
es? Para los dos,
bueno.
la pregunta es para ambos.
I would never in my life think I would be in a long distance relationship. I remember people, like friends, telling me they're in a long distance relationship, and I'm like, "You're stupid! Like, why the hell would you ever do that?" And then here I am. That's why I always say, "Don't judge."
Such is
people.
life.
Right? Exactly. It's not easy, but it's also not as hard as I would think.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you have your person, it doesn't matter. Like a lot of the things that would make it normally hard is not as hard because you're clear, like that's your person. So whether they're like really far or not, like that's your person, and you try to make it work. So overall, it's been easier than I thought. Easier than I thought. There's some moments where we miss each other and things like that, but we speak every day. We FaceTime, communicate, and the longest that we spent apart was 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And that was tough, but we tried to make the best of it. We have really good communication. I think that helps a lot. About the language difference, also interesting is that how good our communication is, despite us speaking.
I think that the difference between the language makes us try to be better in our communication because we know that we can have like more misunderstandings that other couples.
Yeah.
Like even in Spanish, it's like you have que quieres decirle algo que tú luego ni me entiendes.
A mí no me pasa.
I'm perfect.
Entonces imagínate en dos idiomas, así como que...
Ajá, exacto, esa era mi duda. O sea, por ejemplo, cuando te estás peleando, puta,
Que hasta te tragas y...
Pues,
pero me quieres contestar. ¿Cómo es eso de decir, ay, cómo hago que me entiendas y de por sí? O sea,
Voy a contestar eso.
¿por qué no me van a decir que no han peleado?
Sí.
No, o sea, todos hemos peleado.
Yes, we
No,
have
que
fights.
No, tú peleas, ¿no?
Es la cosa más horrible. I'm going to say it in Spanish. So. Es la cosa más
So you don't
horrible.
understand more.
Para ti.
Es la cosa más horrible porque de por sí yo no soy tan buena con el español.
De por sí tiene dificultad
Cabe
con el
mencionar.
español.
Me trabo mucho y como que mis ideas están girando
vueltas.
más rápido. Y cuando me estoy peleando con él y le quiero explicar mi punto porque tengo un punto que siento que podría parar la pelea, no lo logro. Is that sometimes I have the idea, and I think if you understand the idea, the fight can stop, like the fight finish. But I can't to I can't to put the correct words in my mouth to say it. So it's really frustrating. Like
Sí, es o sea, frustrante que no te entienda la otra persona.
But like you said, I think the important thing is like because there's a language difference, we already know that there's a big possibility for misunderstanding. So we try to be more patient, and maybe even because of that, communicate better than most couples would. Mm-hmm. But I think that difference in idea can be in any language. Like even if two people have the same native language, I can say one thing and you can think I mean something completely different, depending on how you receive it. So I think that can happen.
Otra cosa que es como una ventaja, like a advantage.
Like a little advantage.
Like a little advantage.
So like a pro is that you think before to say. So you are not using like words like can hurt the other.
Porque ni la sabes decir.
Porque no pensaste, like you think before to
Porque
say.
ni sabes cómo te dicen.
That evita que insultes nada más por insultar. That there's like who's wrong with you.
You have to think more what you say.
New Yorker, I think you have everything you need to start the process of being
You only need the visa.
Boom. And
Oye, pero ya
If we're being
Nicola was like,
we're being honest. Yeah.
sí, sí.
If you have
No,
to
that's a
choose
hard
between
question. For living?
or living, no, just choose for
For
any
what?
reason. For any reason.
Mhm.
Mexico or USA.
What did you?
What did you choose?
New York, US, that's my home. I mostly like understand. But Mexico has something I feel that I still don't know if I can describe it, but something that I don't have back home. You guys are here.
Thank you.
You guys are here. Manson selfie is here. Manson selfie parties are here. So La Santa Cubita is here.
So,
I
yeah,
have my second drink.
México, gracias.
Toma eso, Estados Unidos.
Unless,
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you
Pleasure.
for coming.
Pleasure for being here. Thank you for having me. And thank you for
¿Cuáles
the.
son tus redes sociales?
You want to say yours?
Oh, yeah.
Your Instagram.
My Instagram is at the Radist,
We're gonna put
TheRadist.
it here.
Um,
Here.
What's your favorite word in Spanish?
Yeah.
that's a great question. Wow. My favorite word.
Your favorite and
Your
your
favorite
least,
and you
like the most difficult word for you in
pronounce.
Spanish.
Oh, goodness. It used to be periférico.
Thank you.
And you
Not anymore.
but not anymore. What's your difficult word
In Spanish?
to pronounce?
Oh, we're gonna say our difficult word in
difficult
English.
favorite
word for you to
Oh, my
pronounce.
favorite and
Yes.
we need to say the favorite and the most difficult.
Instagram.
Instagrammable.
Instagram.
Instagrammable.
Instagrammable.
That one. And my favorite,
Favorite.
my favorite is another heart. Fuck. Yeah, I love fuck.
You?
Um,
No, you primero. You first.
the hardest word is schedule.
What is it?
No penny.
Schedule.
Oh, yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Schedule.
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 No, that's like
Schedule.
the schedule.
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 Chetos.
Schedule, right?
Schedule.
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 Not schedule.
Schedule.
No,
¿Y qué es eso?
Como el horario. el
Schedule.
Schedule. Schedule.
Got it.
Es que
Schedule.
That's the hardest word.
Schedule.
And my favorite is comfortable.
¿Sí?
¿No? Suena bien. O sea, suena
esa es la que te
refinado.
gusta.
Ok. Instagram.
Ahí va la de Fer. My favorite
La
word
más
is Conrad.
Es literally.
So,
Literal.
La más difícil no es esa.
María, what
Es location.
that's a really hard.
No, the hardest.
Hmm?
Because I know how to pronounce when I'm slow, like. Mhm. And my favorite is me neither. No.
Neither. That's a good one. Me neither.
Me neither.
It's a really nice word.
I like it. Make me feel like I know English. Like,
Like a New Yorker. Me neither.
like neither. Me neither.
Me neither.
Yeah. Neither. I feel probable.
All right. Schedule.
Schedule.
Palabra
But you get
favorita.
Spanish. Not
I don't know. Es raro porque todos los americanos aman las groserías, pero creo que tú no, ¿verdad? O sea,
No.
you don't like the bad words?
Do I like them?
Ajá.
Yeah, like
Like cabrón.
cabrón, sí, pendejo.
No, pero no me contestes así, cálmate, tranquilo.
Oye, tranquilo, viejo.
I don't know if they were my favorite, but I don't know. I can't think of my favorite.
Or
The hardest.
the hardest.
I mean, a lot of things are hard to pronounce.
Cabrón, la verdad.
Está cabrón.
Uno con ustedes puede hablar español.
¿Verdad, Fer?
But choose one word that is your favorite.
I do like, what is the
Dime.
word? Bochona?
Muchona.
I like that word. I like it.
Muchona is a great word.
See? Yeah, it's probably like my top five.
Perfecto.
Maravilloso. Pues bueno,
Con eso concluimos, Fer. ¿Cuáles son tus redes sociales? ¿Cómo te encontramos? En Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Van a aparecer aquí
Ya no tiene Tinder, muchachos. Ya la borró.
desde hace años, casi 2 años.
Hace
por favor que me salga la cuenta.
¿Cuántos años? Sí.
Me voy a yo a cagar.
Van a aparecer aquí porque no me las sé.
Gracias. Gracias.
¿Las tuyas cuáles son?
Las mías son la Santa Cubita y Mansión Selfie MX.
Porque no cuenta
Son de mi
con
propiedad.
página profesional. Yo soy Manteconchas. Muchas gracias. Esperemos que sea de su agrado y nos vemos la próxima.
Saludcita.
Saludcita.